The Sims 4 is a life simulator, and our world is vibrantly diverse. Having a wide representation of races, ethnicities, body types, gender identities, sexual orientations, disabilities, and cultural backgrounds allows players to create Sims that accurately mirror themselves and their communities. Creating diverse characters in your storytelling can challenge harmful stereotypes and promote inclusion. Showing a Muslim Sim who loves skateboarding, or a character with a disability who runs their own successful business, subtly encourages a more accepting and nuanced worldview. Seeing characters in-game who reflect their experiences or resemble them visually is incredibly important for players, especially those from marginalized groups. This sense of representation allows them to feel seen and understood within the game world. Numerous studies have shown that access to things that reflect our identities, whether it's toys, games, music, or even medical information, significantly boosts self-confidence. This happens because such representation makes us feel acknowledged, heard, and finally, a part of the bigger picture. Have you ever felt limited by the stories that you can tell in The Sims 4? Introducing diverse characters unlocks a treasure trove of narrative potential. Imagine a story about a first-generation immigrant Sim navigating cultural differences. Or explore a budding romance between a Sim with a physical disability and another who is neurodivergent. By incorporating diverse backgrounds, you tap into a wellspring of unique experiences and viewpoints. This leads to richer conflicts, more authentic connections between characters, and ultimately, stories that resonate more deeply with viewers from all walks of life. Step outside your comfort zone and delve into unfamiliar cultures. Create a family who celebrates a vibrant religious holiday that you've never encountered before. Design a Sim who follows a traditional dress code specific to their heritage. Immersing yourself in these rich cultural details add texture and depth to your gameplay and allows you and your audience to discover new and exciting customs. Yes, this means doing extra research and maybe going outside your comfort zone a bit, but personally, I think that the results are totally worth it. The most compelling characters are not one-dimensional. Diverse Sims with their unique identities and backgrounds naturally possess inherent complexity. They face different challenges, hold diverse values, and react to situations in surprising ways. This complexity translates into captivating storylines with multi-layered dilemmas that keep you and your viewers engaged and wanting more. By creating diverse Sims, you go beyond the ordinary, paving the way for emotionally resonant stories, cultural exploration, and ultimately fostering a richer and more relatable Sims 4 experience. The Sims 4 isn't just about building dream homes and quirky families. It can be a powerful tool for social commentary and education, and here's why. Discrimination, prejudice, and cultural misunderstandings are real-world issues. By creating storylines where your Sims grapple with these challenges, you can spark important conversations within your audience. Imagine a narrative exploring a same-sex couple facing adoption hurdles, or a Sim navigating microaggressions at work. These stories can raise awareness and empathy for real-life struggles. Crafting relatable characters from diverse backgrounds who overcome prejudice or discrimination fosters empathy and understanding in viewers. Studies by the Stanford Virtual Human Interaction Lab show that playing games with diverse characters can reduce prejudice. When viewers see themselves or their experiences reflected in the game, they're more likely to connect with the characters and the issues that they face. Discussions about diversity in your characters can organically lead to deeper conversations about social issues in the comments section or your community. This can be a springboard for learning and positive change. By creating diverse Sims and exploring social issues thoughtfully, you can use your platform to make a positive impact in the world. Now, you may be thinking, Muir, I'm not a YouTuber. I don't have a platform. Well, if you create things in The Sims 4 and share those things on Discord, Twitter, Insta, and so on, then yes, you do have a platform. And the people who follow you on those social media channels and react to the things that you share are part of your community. Creating diverse Sims and sharing them with others is a super impactful way to spread positivity. Now that you're fired up about creating diverse Sims, let's dive into some practical tips on how to bring them to life. Starting off with vanilla tools to help you with diverse creation. These are non-custom content tools that I've found really help me. Websites like charactergenerator.org.uk and rangen.co.uk are your secret weapons. These websites are generators that give you detailed profiles for different characters, complete with nationality, beliefs, appearance, and even a backstory. This information can act as a springboard, giving you a foundation to build upon for that particular sim. Now, don't feel limited by the suggestions. Use them as inspiration to personalize your sim's journey. If you want to check them out, I will include the links down below in the description of this video. Once you've got a character concept, you can dive into Create a Sim, also known as CAS. Now here's a breakdown of key features to create diverse Sims. Explore the extensive range of skin tones in Create a Sim. Don't be afraid to experiment by adjusting the saturation when possible to create unique complexions. You can use the detailed in-game sliders to customize facial features like eye shapes, noses, lips, and jawlines. Remember, beauty comes in all shapes and sizes, so don't be afraid to stray from the popular thin and muscular looks. The Sims 4 offers a variety of body types, allowing you to create Sims of all shapes and sizes. You can even adjust muscle definition and posture in your Sims for a more nuanced look. With a vast selection of hairstyles and clothing options, you can create Sims that reflect various cultures, ethnicities, and personal styles. Look for clothing with cultural references or try layering pieces when the game allows you to for a unique look. We've explored why creating diverse Sims is awesome, but let's be honest, the base game Create a Sim feature has quite a few limitations. While there have been improvements, there are still some areas that fall short when it comes to true representation. This is where mods and custom content come in. They offer a treasure trove of options for diverse skin tones, clothing, hairstyles, and even body types. Here's the important part. You need to support the creators who make this content possible. Consider subscribing to their Patreon, giving them a one-off tip if you can afford to do so, or just leaving them a kind comment thanking them for their creations and hard work. Every bit helps them keep creating amazing and inclusive content. So here are some popular options that I personally love, but remember, anytime you want to download a mod or a custom content, you need to check compatibility to make sure that it works with the version of The Sims that you have. And you also need to download responsibly. That includes making sure that the place that you're getting the custom content from is legitimate. The Lupinou's LGBTQIA+ inclusion mods expands the built-in mechanics by randomly assigning sexualities and gender identities to Sims when they become teens. This helps create a more naturally diverse world without needing your constant manual intervention. And this is one of the mods that I seriously cannot live without. Then we have modders like Kiara Sims 4 Mods and Lily Valley CC, who offer various career mods, allowing you to create Sims with professions typically underrepresented in the game. And these two modders, specifically between the two of them, have hundreds of careers, aspirations, and trait mods that I think you will find very useful for your game. Custom content adds another layer of detail. Websites like the Sims resource offer clothing, hairstyles, and accessories specifically designed for different cultures. This allows you to create Sims with a truly authentic look and feel. And remember, the key is to have fun and experiment. By using a combination of tools and your own creativity, you can craft diverse Sims who enrich your gameplay and spark meaningful conversations. So we've gone into vanilla tools, and we've brushed up against a little bit of mods and custom content. And let me tell you, mods and custom content, if you're able to download them into your game, can take your diversity to the next level. Now remember, mods and custom content are optional, but they do offer a wealth of possibilities. So here's a few things to keep in mind when looking at mods and custom content. Skin overlay mods add subtle details like freckles, birthmarks, or even cultural scarification to enhance skin texture and storytelling. The base game now includes vitiligo options, but custom content offers a bit more variety. And remember, when it comes to things like vitiligo, custom content, always ensure that the patterns are realistic and avoid stereotypical portrayals. Body shape mods introduce body types beyond the base game's offerings, allowing for greater representation of different shapes and sizes. When using body shape mods, ensure that they promote realistic body types, avoiding excessive exaggeration. Remember, we're striving for diverse Sims to further inclusion, not to objectify or use stereotypes, both of which ostracize. Sure, there's a time and place for using excessive exaggeration, but when fostering inclusion, it's not the time or the place. Mods with detailed sliders or diverse facial feature presets provide even more options for creating unique noses, eyes, lips, and jawlines that go beyond typical Eurocentric beauty standards. A vast world of cultural clothing awaits. Explore clothing specific to various ethnicities and religions. While you do this, you need to be mindful of cultural appropriation by prioritizing custom content created by or endorsed by people from those cultures. And while you're there, think beyond traditional styles, considering contemporary clothing with cultural influences as well. Hijabs, turbans, religious symbols, these accessories will add depth to your Sims' cultural backgrounds. Again, and I cannot stress this enough, prioritize respectful representation and avoid stereotypes. Now, one ongoing challenge is the limited representation of disabilities in the base game. There is still a lot of room for improvement. It's crucial to seek out mods created or endorsed by disabled creators themselves. Their lived experiences ensure authenticity and help to avoid insensitive portrayals. Disability representation mods introduce wheelchairs, prosthetics, hearing aids, or other aids. Crucially, again, ensure that these mods are created or endorsed by the disabled creators themselves. This will help guarantee realistic representation while avoiding stereotypes. So my friends, this video is just the beginning of the conversation. I encourage you to please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below this video. And on that note, I have a few questions for you. What are your biggest challenges when creating diverse Sims? Have you found any amazing inclusive mods or custom content that you'd like to share? If so, please give the name of the mod and the name of the custom content creator in the comments. How can we work together to create truly inclusive and representative Sims and stories in The Sims 4? Again, comment below, let me know your thoughts and opinions on that. By openly discussing these challenges, we can inspire each other and push the boundaries for even more diverse representation in the game that we love. And please, if you enjoyed this video, share it with your friends to help keep the conversation going.